I'm still drinking from the glass we used to share, checking for your shadow on the empty kitchen chair. The sugar's in the cupboard, but it doesn't taste the same. Everything is filtered through the mention of your name. We had a summer that was dripping off the vine. I thought the sweetness was a promise you were mine. But the season turned to winter in the blinking of an eye, and the nectar turned to vinegar before we said goodbye. Now I'm searching for the honey in the middle of the mess, but the more I try to find it, the more I feel the less. Now there's a bitter aftertaste in every breath I take, a ghost of something beautiful that had to go and break. You were the wine upon my lips, the salt inside my tears, the only song I wanted to be humming through the years. But the flavor's gone sour and the memories are waste, leaving nothing but this cold, bitter aftertaste. I tried to wash the feeling out with someone new tonight, but the colors that they painted didn't ever feel quite right. They got a different kind of kindness, a different kind of glow, but they don't have the history that I'm forced to let go. It's like eating at a table where the feast has turned to stone, a hunger for a person that I've never really known. They say that time is a healer, that the palate starts to change, but your absence is a poison and the world is feeling strange. I'd take the burn of the tequila or the sting of the regret over this lingering reminder that I haven't moved on yet. Yeah, there's a bitter aftertaste in every breath I take, a ghost of something beautiful that had to go and break. You were the wine upon my lips, the salt inside my tears, the only song I wanted to be humming through the years. But the flavor's gone sour and the memories are waste, leaving nothing but this cold, bitter aftertaste. It's on the tip of my tongue, the way we used to be, before the you and I became a you and me. It's sharp, it's dry, it's hollow, a pill I can't quite swallow, just a bitter aftertaste. It's a bitter aftertaste. The bandages are coming off, but the skin is still so red. I'm haunted by the ghost of every word we never said. We were two soldiers in a war, we thought that we could win, but we were bleeding out before the battle could begin. I look into the mirror and I don't know who I see, just a collection of the scars that you left inside of me. They say that what doesn't kill you only makes you strong, but I've been feeling weak to unlearn everything you had to learn. Oh, we're just two wounded hearts in a world that's moving fast, trying to build a future out of shrapnel from the past. You've got your stitches and I've got my deep set blue, and there's no medicine for the hole that was shaped like you. We're walking wounded, stumbling through the dark, trying to find a flame when we've lost the very spark. Yeah, we're just wounded hearts. I saw you at the station, and I saw the way you leaned, like you were carrying a weight that couldn't be redeemed. You used to walk so tall, like you own the very ground. Now you're just another shadow in this quiet, broken town. We passed each other by like ships that crashed against the shore. Two survivors who don't know what they're fighting for anymore. Is there a hospital for the souls that went astray? Is there a way to stitch the parts of us that moved away? I'm tired of the how are yous and the it'll be okay, when every pulse is a reminder of the price we had to pay. Oh, we're just two wounded hearts in a world that's moving fast, trying to build a future out of shrapnel from the past. You've got your stitches and I've got my deep set blue, and there's no medicine for the hole that was shaped like you. We're walking wounded, stumbling through the dark, trying to find a flame when we've lost the very spark. Yeah, we're curtains are heavy, they drink in the light, tied up in ribbons of permanent night. I'm sinking down deep in this armchair of mine, tracing the patterns of a broken design. The air is like fabric, it's thick and it's soft, holding the echoes of the words that we lost. I don't turn the lamps on, I don't wanna see the space on the carpet where you used to be. It's a gentle disaster, it's a soft-spoken hymn, a darkness so thick that it's starting to bend. I'm wrapped in the texture of a lonely room, just me in the shadow of a beautiful just is a pool of dark ink. The more that I look, the further I sink. I remember your voice like a silk-covered blade, cutting through every promise we made. Now the silence is plush and the silence is deep. It's the only companion I'm allowed to keep. I'm stroking the dust on the vanity shelf, losing the pieces of my former self. Don't open the door, don't let in the day. The sun is too honest, the sun is too gray. I'd rather stay here where the colors are dead and sleep in the velvet of the things left unsaid. Now I'm lost in the velvet gloom, watching the black petal flowers bloom. It's a comfortable kind of misery, like a weighted blanket over the ghost of me. No sharp edges, just the indigo hush, the sound of a heartbeat beginning to crush. Wrapped in the dark in this hollowed out room, drowning in the velvet gloom. So soft, so cold, a story of us that's grown dusty and old. Just pull the covers over my head, paint the walls purple, and the memories lead velvet, deep dark velvet. Good night to the world. Good night to the world. I'm staring at the ceiling where the shadows start to bleed, tracing out the outlines of the life I thought I'd lead. Your jacket's on the hanger, but the scent is fading fast. Just another ghost of us, a relic of the past. I try to find the starting line, the place where we went wrong, but the melody is twisted in the middle of our song. My pride is screaming, let it go. My heart is begging, stay. I'm caught between the midnight and the breaking of the day. I'm reaching for a memory, but I'm tripping on a lie. And I'm too tired to live this, but too broken-hearted to die. I'm lost in these tangled emotions, a knot that I can't quite untie. Drowning in glass bottom I tried to feel the anger, God, I wish I really could. But it's messy and it's heavy, and it's layered like the rain. There's a comfort in the sorrow, there's a hunger in the pain. You're the poison in the water, you're the breath inside my lungs. We're speaking different languages with bitter silver tongues. I thought I hate you, then I miss you. If I leave you, then I'm lost. I'm counting up the wreckage and I'm terrified of the cost. It's a beautiful disaster, it's a web I help to spin. How do I find the exit when I don't know where I begin? Coming undone, watching the setting of our only sun. I'm still here, tangled. I'm still here, just a mess of the promises we made. Is the only glow I know. It's been 3 days of silence, watching minutes start to slow. I've typed 1,000 sentences and deleted every one, trying to find the magic words to undo what we've done. The cursor's blinking steady, like a heartbeat on a line, a constant little pulse that says I'm running out of time. I check the signal, check the wayfind, check the load, the perfect door. Then I check to see if online is a status anymore. It's a special kind of torture, this digital abyss. To be 100 miles away from the only lips I kiss. And I'm still waiting for a reply, waiting for a sign, for a hey, or can we talk, to cross that jagged line. Every vibration of the phone is a hope that I've scrolled back to the beginning, to the read receipts of May, back when you would answer me a dozen times a day. Now I'm reading into calm. I walked into the hallway and I moved to dim the light. Then I caught myself from calling out a soft sweetheart goodnight. Your side of the mattress is a valley wide and cold. It's a story with a chapter that will never be unrolled. The silence isn't quiet, no, it's screaming in my ears. It's the loudest thing I've stood inside in all these lonely years. I'm measuring the distance from the doorway to the bed. I'm counting all the should have been, still living in my head. They say the time fills every hole, but I think they were wrong, 'cause the vacancy you left behind is where I don't belong. And oh, the space you left is wider than the sea. It's a canyon in the living room where us used to be. I try to fill the corners with the TV and the rain, but there's no amount of furniture to hide this kind of pain. It's a hollow in my chest, it's a shadow on the floor. The space you left is a lock without a door. I went to buy the groceries and I reached for your dessert. Then the logic hit my stomach and it moved down to the dirt. I'm living in a museum of the things you touched today. The half-read book, the silver keys, the things you didn't say. I've tried to move the dresser, tried to paint the bedroom blue, but every inch of every wall is screaming out for you. It's the gap between my fingers where your hand used to fit. It's the coldness on the sofa where you'd usually sit. I'm a tenant in a temple that was built for two. Now I'm just a lonely gardener with nothing left to do. I'm stretching out my arms, but I'm touching only air. was the one thing I can't face. Was the one thing I can't face. I'm still drinking from the glass we used to share, checking for your shadow on the empty kitchen chair. The sugar's in the cupboard, but it doesn't taste the same. Everything is filtered through the mention of your name. We had a summer that was dripping off the vine. I thought the sweetness was a promise you were mine. But the season turned to winter in the blinking of an eye, and the nectar turned to vinegar before we said goodbye. Now I'm searching for the honey in the middle of the mess, but the more I try to find it, the more I feel the less. Now there's a bitter aftertaste in every breath I take, a ghost of something beautiful that had to go and break. You were the wine upon my lips, the salt inside my tears, the only song I wanted to be humming through the years. But the flavor's gone sour, and the memories a waste, leaving nothing but this cold, bitter aftertaste. I tried to wash the feeling out with someone new tonight, but the colors that they painted didn't ever feel quite right. They got a different kind of kindness, a different kind of glow. But they don't have the history that I'm forced to let go. It's like eating at a table where the feast is turned to stone, a hunger for a person that I've never really known. They say that time is a healer, that the palate starts to change, but your absence is a poison, and the world is feeling strange. I take the burn of the tequila, or the sting of the regret, over this lingering reminder that I haven't moved on yeah, there's a bitter aftertaste in every breath I take, a ghost of something beautiful that had to go and break. You were the wine upon my lips, the salt inside my tears, the only song I wanted to be humming through the years. But the flavor's gone sour, and the memories a waste, leaving nothing but this cold, bitter aftertaste. It's on the tip of my tongue, the way we used to be, before the you and I became a you and me. It's sharp, it's dry, it's hard. staring at the ceiling where the shadows start to bleed, tracing out the outlines of the life I thought I'd lead. Your jacket's on the hanger, but the scent is fading fast. Just another ghost of us, a relic of the past. I try to find the starting line, the place where we went wrong, but the melody is twisted in the middle of our song. My pride is screaming, let it go. My heart is begging, stay. I'm caught between the midnight and the breaking of the day. I'm reaching for a memory, but I'm tripping on a lie. And I'm too tired to live this, but too broken-hearted to die. I'm lost in these tangled emotions, a knot that I can't quite untie. Drowning in glass-bottom oceans, watching our forever go by. Every I love you is wrapped in a why. Every hello is a dressed-up goodbye. I walked past the park bench where we carved our names in wood. I tried to feel the anger, God, I wish I really could. But it's messy and it's heavy, and it's layered like the rain. There's a comfort in the sorrow, there's a hunger in the pain. You're the poison in the water, you're the breath inside my lungs. We're speaking different languages with bitter silver tongues. If I hate you, then I miss you. If I leave you, then I'm lost. I'm counting up the wreckage and I'm terrified of the cost. It's a beautiful disaster. It's a web I help to spin. How do I find the exit when I don't know where I begin? I'm lost in these tangled emotions, a knot that I can't quite untie. Drowning in glass-bottom oceans, watching our forever go by. Every I love you is wrapped in a why. Every hello is a dressed-up goodbye. I'm falling apart in slow motion, caught in these tangled blows. Thread by thread, I'm coming undone, watching the setting of our only sun. I'm still here, tangled. I'm still here, afraid, just a mess of the promises we made. Tangled, so tangled. I still haven't moved the coffee mug, the one with the chip on the side. It sits on the edge of the coaster like it's waiting for you to arrive. I've been replaying the kitchen light dance and the way that you whispered my name. We had the sparks and the blueprints, so why does it feel like a shame? We were a masterpiece held in the dark, a beautiful fire that ran out of spark. We had the words, but we lost the rhythm. Now I'm just a ghost in the house we lived in, because we were almost perfect. Wasn't it enough to have 99% of a once-in-a-lifetime love? We had the laughter, the always, the plans on the shelf. But that one tiny crack took a life of its own, and it fell. Everything we built, every promise we kept, now I'm drowning in the inches where the almost crept. Yeah, we were almost perfect, and almost is the hardest part to forget. I saw your car at the junction. I nearly reached out for the phone. Then I remember the silence and how I've been learning to sleep alone. There's no grand explosion to point to, no villain, no who's left to blame. Just two people who fit like a puzzle, but the picture didn't look the same. If you were a stranger, it wouldn't hurt this bad. If you were a monster, I wouldn't be sad. But you were my favorite, my soul and my friend, which makes it so heavy to reach for the end. We were a yes in a world full of no. How do you find the right way to let go? We were almost perfect. Wasn't it enough to have a 99% of a once-in-a-lifetime love? We had the laughter, the always, the plans on the shelf. But that one tiny crack took a life of its own, and it fell. Everything we built, every promise we kept, now I'm drowning in the inches where the almost crept. Yeah, we were almost perfect, and almost is the hardest part to forget. Perfect. Almost. The shadow shadows are stretching like fingers across the floor, reaching for the ghost of you walking through the door. The clock on the mantle is heavy with the weight of the chime. I'm standing on the border of our very last time. I can see the sun dipping low behind the black oak trees, bringing every memory back down to its knees. I'm memorizing the way the gold hits the empty chair and the phantom smell of jasmine you used to wear in your hair. Once the sky goes purple, I know I'll have to let go of the only version of us I'll ever get to know. The warmth is retreating, leaving shivers in its wake, counting every single breath I'm forced to take. And I'm holding on to the last light before dawn, grasping at a flicker, begging for a spark before the world goes quiet and the cold begins to crawl. Before I'm left with nothing but my back against the wall. It's the fatal glow of a fire that's burning out of sight. I'm terrified of what I'll be when the day turns into night. They say the stars are beautiful, but they're just fires far away. They don't provide the comfort of a single yesterday. The transition is the hardest part, the fading of the blue into the long, lonely blackness of a world without you. And I'm holding on to the last light before dark, grasping at a flicker, begging for a spark before the world goes quiet and the cold begins to crawl. Before I'm left with nothing but my back against the wall. It's the final glow of a fire that's burning out of sight. I'm terrified of what I'll be when the day turns into night. There goes the sun, there goes the last of the red. Now the silence is a blanket laid across an empty bed. Just the moon now, cold and white. I lost you in the last light, in the last light before dark. I remember when we sparkled like a gift upon the shelf. I gave you every hidden piece I had within myself. We were polished, we were perfect, not a blemish on the skin. Never thinking of the fragile state the heart was living in. But a careless word is heavy, and a cold look has a weight. And I felt the first hairline crack before it was too late. Now I'm sitting on the floorboards with a bottle of the glue, trying to fit the me back to the part that used to be you. But the edges don't quite settle, and the patterns never align. There's a jagged map of misery along my silver spine. I can try to paint the surface, I can try to hide the flaw, but I'm shivering from the spirit of a winter I never saw. That you say, they say that there is art in how the broken pieces mend, that the gold within the fissures makes us stronger in the end. But the gold feels more like lead today, pulling at my chest. I'm just a hollow vessel, failing every single test. Oh, I'm caught in these porcelain scars, shining in the light, reminders of the shattering that happened in the night. You can't see the damage until you hold me to the sun, tracing all the damage that your leaving has begun. I'm beautiful and broken, held together by a thread, living with the echoes of the forever that you said. Handle with care, that's what the label should have read, instead of falling through your fingers like the tears I haven't shed. One more crack, one more line, I'm still here, but I'm not fine. Just porcelain scars in the dark. tracing the outlines of where you used to lay, calculating the distance of how you walked away. I draw a line from the door frame to the center of the bed, trying to map the logic of the words we never said. There's a coldness in the angles, a sharpness in the room. Every corner is a hollow space, every shadow is a tune. We used to be a circle, unbroken and complete. Now I'm just a tangent running down a lonely street. I'm measuring the volume of the silence in the hall, and the height of every barrier and every rising wall. They say the shortest distance is a straight line to the end, but I'm lost in the dimensions of a heart that wouldn't bend. It's the geometry of loss, the math of letting go, subtracting every I love you from the things I'll never know. The square root of the loneliness, the sum of all my fears, dividing up the wreckage of these wasted, hollow years. No matter how I solve it, the numbers don't add up. I'm just the empty fraction of a broken-hearted cup. Parallel lines that were never meant to touch. I'm adding up the gravity of loving you too much. The area of absence is expanding in my chest, while I try to find the variable that puts the soul to rest. It's the geometry of loss, the math of letting go, subtracting every I love you from the things I'll never know. The square root of the loneliness, the sum of all my fears, dividing up the wreckage of these wasted, hollow years. No matter how I solve it, the numbers don't add up. I'm just the empty fraction of a broken-hearted cup. One minus one ends up being zero. I'm the remainder of a dream that failed. The shape of us is fading. The symmetry is gone. climbed the creaking stairs to where the dust began to settle, past the boxes of our history and the rusted tea leaf kettle. The air is heavy with the scent of cedar, and regret of all the things I promised that I haven't finished yet. I found your old wool sweater, still holding on to your ghost. It's the things we leave behind that seem to hurt the most. Now it's just whispers in the attic, echoes in the dark, searching for the fire in a cold and dying spark. I'm talking to the shadows, tracing the lines on the wall, waiting for a footstep or a voice to break the fall. But the silence is a mindset, and memories are static. Just me and all these lonely whispers in the attic. There's a photograph face down beside a broken wooden chair. I can almost feel the phantom touch of fingers in my hair. I spend my hours sorting through the years we couldn't keep, while the rest of the world is down below, fast and sound asleep. I'm a curator of sadness in this room beneath the roof, looking for a reason, looking for the proof. Did we lose our way in the hallways down below? Did we stop looking up until we had to let it go? Now I'm trapped beneath the rafters where the wind begins to moan, in a house full of people. I've never felt so alone. It's just whispers in the attic, echoes in the dark, searching for the fire in a cold and dying spark. I'm talking to the shadows, tracing outlines on the wall, waiting for a footstep or a voice to break the fall. But the silence is a mountain, and the memories are static. Just me and all these lonely whispers in the attic. I'll sit here a little longer, where the secrets like to hide. Keep the ghost company with the ache I feel inside. Whispers, just whispers. Can you hear me through the floor? I don't live down there anymore. The sun set early on the street where we used to walk. Now the silence is the only way we ever really talk. I'm picking up the pieces of the promises you made, but they're sharp enough to draw the blood of every price I paid. I look up at the ceiling, but the roof is gone today. Just a hollow space where forever used to stay. Now I'm standing in the ruins, reaching for the high, trying to catch the pieces of a fallen, fractured sky. Every star is crashing down, turning into gray. I'm cutting my hands on the blue that's stripped away. It's raining glass and memories, and I don't know why I'm left holding all these shards of a broken sky. I try to glue the clouds back, try to paint the morning gold, but the story's getting heavy and my heart is getting cold. There's a jagged edge of used to be cutting through my chest, and a gravity that's pulling down the parts I love the best. The horizon's just a hairline, fracture in the dark. I'm looking for a flame, but I can't find a single spark. They say that time can heal the air and make the heavens whole, but there's a vacuum in the atmosphere and a winter in my soul. How do I breathe when the oxygen is thin? How do I start when I'm losing where we begin? So I'm standing in the ruins, reaching for the high, trying to catch the pieces of a fallen, fractured sky. Every star is crashing down, turning into gray. I'm cutting my hands on the blue that's stripped away. It's raining glass and memories, and I don't know why I'm left holding all these shards of a broken sky. The sky is on the floor now, it's crunching under my feet. Just a million little splinters of a love that was so sweet. Shards of a broken sky. Watch them fall, watch me lose it all. I've been scouring through the messages I swore I'd delete, searching for the moment where we admitted defeat. But there's no red marker, there's no finish line, just a sudden change of weather in a sky that was mine. I'm waiting for a sentence that'll make it make sense, but you left me hanging on a barbed wire fence. You walked out the door and you took the why, left me staring at a sun that refuses to die. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief when you're stuck on the first page of permanent grief. I'm looking for closure in an empty room, in the smell of your sweater and the ghost of your perfume. But you didn't leave a key, you didn't leave a sign, just a jagged little edge at the end of the line. How do I finish a book with the last pages torn? How do I wake up and not feel reborn? I'm branding for an ending, a scream or a blow, but you just left me with nowhere to go. Yeah, I'm dying for closure. I saw you at the market. You looked so at peace, like you'd found a secret, you found the release. And I wanted to trip you, I wanted to ask how you dropped the burden and you dropped the mask. But I just turned my head and I walked the other way, with 1,000 how could yous I'll never get to say. Silence is a weapon that you're using so well, leaving me to wander in this maybe kind of hell. Is it a talk? Is it a tear? Is it a letter that takes away the fear? Or is closure just a lie that we tell to the weak, to keep us from finding the answers we seek? With nowhere to go. Maybe the closure is just the cold air. Maybe the closure is knowing you don't care. I'll draw my own line, I'll set my own flame, I'll stop waiting for you to whisper my name. No period, no comma, just a blank white space. I'm letting go of the ghost of your face. Closure, I'll make my own closure. The wallpaper's peeling in the corner of the hall. I've counted every shadow that's been dancing on mailbox is a graveyard for the letters I won't send. Just a bunch of empty pages where I used to have a friend. I put the kettle on the stove and watch the steam begin to rise. But I can't see the sunlight through these heavy, hollow eyes. I'm not looking for a rescue, I'm not looking for a hand. I'm just sinking in the middle of this desert full of sand. The clock on the mantle has a stutter in its beat, while the world keeps on spinning just outside on the street. And I'm just waiting round to die, waiting for the end of the ache you left behind that I can't even comprehend. I've done my time in grieving, I've cried the river dry. Now I'm just sitting in the silence, waiting around to die. No more tears to bargain, no more left to ask. Just a tired soul wearing a heavy, broken mask. The bottle's on the table, but the glass is always full. 'Cause even the whiskey lost its power and its pull. I remember how we'd laugh until the morning turned to gold. But stories are just ghosts when they're the only thing you hold. I don't answer the ringing, I don't check the porch light. I've made a quiet covenant with the coming of the night. You took the part of me that knew how to survive, and left the rest of me wondering why I'm still alive. It's not a sudden cliff, it's not a violent crash. It's the slow, steady cooling of a fire turned to ash. I'm not afraid of going, I'm just tired of the stay, of watching all the colors slowly turn to shades of gray. Yeah, I'm just waiting around to die, waiting for the end of the ache you left behind that I can't even comprehend. I've done my time in grieving, I've cried the river dry. Now I'm just sitting in the silence, waiting around to die. So go on and live your life, go on and find the sun. I'm already at the finish line, though the race has just begun. The wind is getting colder, the sky is getting wide, and there's nowhere left to run, and nowhere left to hide. used to watch the movies and think I understood how a heart could fall to pieces when they always turn to good. I thought it was a fever that would break within a night, but I'm shivering in the kitchen under the neon light. You were the first one I let in, the first one with the key. Now I'm the first one to realize you're better off without me. Everything is vivid, every memory is sharp, like a jagged piece of glass cutting through the dark. I didn't know that goodbye had a physical weight, or that love could turn to lead when it's handed over late. This is my first heartbreak, my first taste of the end, the first time I've lost my lover and my very best friend. I'm a novice at the grieving, I'm a stranger to the blue. I didn't know the world could stop because of someone like you. They say you never forget the first time that you break. Oh, but nobody told me how much I need to take. It's my first heartbreak. I'm checking my phone like it's a habit I can't quit, waiting for a sorry or a can we talk a bit. But the screen stays black and the room stays cold, and I'm feeling a century though I'm not that old. I'm learning how to breathe when the air feels like stone, learning how to be a person when I'm standing alone. It's a rite of passage that I never wanted to take, a heavy, hollow lesson in how much a soul can ache. Is this how it feels for everyone else? Like you're a ghost of your former self? Does the chest always tighten? Does the clock always stall? Or am I just the only one who didn't know how to fall? This is my first heartbreak, my first taste of the end, the first time I lost my love and my very best friend. I'm a novice at the grieving, I'm a stranger to the blue. I didn't know the world could stop because of someone like you. They say you never forget the first time that you break. Oh, but nobody told me how much of me you take. The first time, the worst time, the only time I'll ever give it all away for free. Now I'm just a girl with the lust of mind and memory. Welcome to the club, I guess I'm finally initiated to the side of love that's lonely and complicated. My first heartbreak. door and let the hallway go dark, tracing the silence for a familiar spark. But the house is a hollow shell of what we knew, and I'm keeping these shadows just to feel close to you. I don't tell my mother, I don't tell my friends, I pretend that the story is where the light ends, but behind closed curtains I'm still holding on to a ghost that won't leave. Even though you are gone, the world sees a smile, a face they can trust, but they don't see the way that I'm turning to dust. This is my private heartbreak, my quiet goodbye, a secret I'm keeping that I'll take till I die. I'm mourning a version of us no one wants, falling apart in a room without you. No flowers, no service, no public display, just a slow, lonely burning that won't go away. Yeah, it's private. I see you on the street, and I play the part of a stranger who doesn't have a hole in his heart. We trade the hellos and the how have you been, while I'm suffocating under the weight of our sins. I wanna scream out that I'm dying inside, but there's nowhere for a love this broken to hide. So I keep it in boxes, I keep it in drawers, the one that I'm losing that's no longer yours. If a heart breaks in silence, does it make a sound? Does it shatter the floor or just sink in the ground? I'm a master of fine, I'm a scholar of okay, while I'm wishing the memory would just drift away. This is my private heartbreak, my quiet goodbye, a secret I'm keeping that I'll take till I die. I'm mourning a version of us no one knew, falling apart in a room without you. No flowers, no service, no public display, just a slow, lonely burning that won't go away. It's just between me and the four white walls. It's just in the echoes of the unanswered calls. I'll keep your secret, I'll keep the pain, I'll stand in the sun while I'm feeling the rain. Pray. Keep it private. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed. I'm replaying every single lie that you ever said. You had a way of looking me right in the eyes, while building a kingdom on a foundation of spies. I kept the porch light on, thinking you were just late, but you were busy locking someone else's gate. And the worst part isn't even that you're gone, it's that you stayed while you were moving on. Oh, you're a traitor in the war we never fought, selling out the secrets that you're the only one I taught. You didn't leave a note, you didn't leave a scar, you just left me wondering who the hell you are. Now I'm standing in the ruins of the earth you sold for gold, watching the warmest heart I knew turn treacherous and cold. Yeah, you're a traitor. I see you in the city, wearing that same old smile, the one I thought was mine for every single mile. Does she know the version of you that I saved? Or are you just walking on the feelings that you paved? You didn't just break my heart, you broke my past, making sure the memories were never built to last. You took my trust and you used it like a map to lead me right into your beautiful trap. I would have died for you, I would have bled, but you were sharp up and the knife instead. That you're the only one I taught. You didn't leave a note, you didn't leave a scar, you just left me wondering who the hell you are. Now I'm standing in the ruins of the earth you sold for gold, watching the warmest heart I knew turn treacherous and cold. They say keep your enemies close, and I did. I gave you my soul, and look what you hid. Congratulations, you won the prize, but I'm the only one who can see through those eyes. Traitor, you're just a traitor. I still take the long way home to miss our street, but I still check the pavement for the ghost of your feet. I kept that cracked ceramic bowl you dropped onto the floor, a jagged little monument to the way we were before. I tried to wash the memory of your hands off of my skin, but the more I scrub the surface, the more I let it in. Now I'm curated by anger, I'm a gallery of why, building towers out of every single time you told a lie. They say forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, but I've left that ribbon sitting on the shelf, because if I let it go, then there's nothing left to hold, and the fire in my chest is all that keeps me from the cold. So I'm holding on to this grudge like a heartbeat, wrapped around my ribs, bitter and sweet. It's the only part of you that didn't walk away, the only piece of us that I can force to stay. It's a heavy, hollow weight, it's a poison in the well, but it's the only way I know to keep you in my cell. I'm a prisoner of the pain, standing 10 feet tall, leaning my weight against the grudge on my wall. I saw you at the station, you looked happy, you looked light, like you didn't spend a second screaming at the night. And it felt like a betrayal to see you breathe so free, while I'm still suffocating on the things you said to me. I've memorized your failures like a prayer I have to say, to keep the soft and tender parts of me at bay. If I stop hating you, I might remember how I loved, and that's a mountain that I'm not quite ready to be shoved. It's turning me to stone, it's turning me to rust. This diamond heart resentment, born of broken trust. I'm sharpening the edges of the day you said goodbye, just to feel a little something while I watch the years go by. Yeah, I'm holding on to this grudge like a heartbeat, wrapped around my ribs, bitter and sweet. It's terrified of the empty space. If I put it down, I might forget your face. So I'll hold it one more night, one more year. My favorite burden is that you're still here. We built it on a foundation of always, with a blueprint made of gold and holy vows. We walked through all the high and sunlit hallways, but the ceiling's coming down upon us now. I thought that being right was enough to save us, that the fire in our blood would keep us warm. But the very same devotion that you gave us is the lightning at the center of the storm. They tell you that it's patient and it's kind, that it's the only treasure you should find, but they never tell you how the thread unspools, or how it makes a mockery of fools. 'Cause love can fail, and love can break, and it can take much more than it can make. It's not a safety net, it's not a shore, it's the shaking hand that can't reach for the door. We gave it everything, we gave it all, just to watch the greatest kingdom fall. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of the gale, learning the hard way that love can fail. There's no third party and there's no betrayal, no smoking gun or secret left to find. Just two people watching every effort fail, and leaving all the best of us behind. We've run out of the words to fix the fracture. The I'm sorry's are just echoes in a jar. Now we're just a ghost of manufacture, wondering exactly where we are. It's a quiet death, a slow and steady slide, with nowhere left for two of us to hide. You can plant the seed and pray for every rain, and still end up with nothing but the pain. 'Cause love can fail, and love can break, and it can take much more than it can make. It's not a safety net, it's not a shore, it's the shaking hand that can't reach for the door. We gave it everything, we gave it all, just hopes the greatest kingdom fall. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of the gale, learning the hard way that love can fail. So put the light out in the hall, There's nothing left to catch us if we fall. It wasn't lack of trying, it wasn't lack of grace. It's just the empty look upon your face. I loved you, but love wasn't enough. I'm looking at that picture on the dashboard, the one where we were driving to the coast. You're laughing at a joke I haven't finished, looking like the thing I need the most. My mother said I should have seen the warnings. My friends all told me I was playing with fire, but I climbed into the flames without a question, just to feel the heat of my desire. They say that wisdom comes from every lesson, that time will turn the bitter into sweet. But I trade every ounce of my progression just to have that wreckage at my feet. 'Cause you were my favorite mistake to make, the only heart I didn't mind you'd break. I'd walk back down that dead-end road tonight, just to lose the war and think I'd won the fight, even knowing how the story has to end with me broken-hearted, trying to pretend I'd do it all again. For goodness sake, 'cause you're still my favorite mistake. I see you in the aisles of the market, I see you in the strangers on the street. The memory of your sorry is a burden, but the memory of your hello was so sweet. I know we were a crash in slow motion, a landslide that I called a mountain peak. And I know I should regret this dark devotion, but the spirit's willing and the heart is weak. Some people learn to run from what will hurt them. They find a love that's steady and it's kind. But I'm still haunted by the way you broke me, and the beautiful mess you left behind. 'Cause you were favorite mistake to make, the only heart I didn't mind you'd break. I'd walk back down that dead-end road tonight, just to lose the war and think I'd won my beautiful broken favorite mistake. The sun took its time waking up the floor, the same way it did when you walked through the door. I made a pot of coffee and I didn't see a ghost. I didn't even burn your favorite piece of toast. I went for a walk down on 5th and Main, and for the first time in months it didn't start to rain. I saw a movie and I laughed out loud. I felt like a person inside of the crowd. The sky is a perfect, impossible blue, the kind of color that used to belong to you. And anyone watching would look in my face and think I finally found a peaceful place. It's the best day of my life and I'm falling apart. The weather is perfect, but it's breaking my heart. Everything's right and everything's fine, except for the fact that you're no longer mine. It's a beautiful tragedy, a masterpiece of pain, to add everything back but have nothing remain. I'm winning the world, but I'm losing the view on the best day of my life without you. I didn't check my phone to see if you called. I didn't get shaky, I didn't feel walled. I met up with friends and I stayed till the end. I didn't have to lie or have to pretend. But then a song played that you used to hum, and my fingers went cold and my chest went numb. It's funny how happy can feel like a sin when you're not around to see the state I'm in. I trade this sunset for a thunderstorm. If I could just be back in your arms, safe and warm. I'd take the worst day we ever survived just to feel like I'm actually alive. 'Cause it's the best day of my life and I'm falling apart. The weather is perfect, but it's breaking my heart. Everything's right and everything's fine, except for the fact that you're no longer mine. It's a beautiful tragedy, a masterpiece of pain, to have everything back but have nothing remain. I'm winning the world, but I'm losing the view on the best day of my life without you. The stars are coming out, they're beautiful, I guess, but it's just another night of this gorgeous mess. I'm doing great, I'm doing fine. It's the best day of my life, and I wish I Desk is a graveyard of things I didn't say. Ink-stained confessions that I hid away. I pick up the pen and I rest it on the white, but the words lose their way in the middle of the night. I've got "Dear You" written on 100 different sheets, but the rest of the sentence always retreats. It's a mountain of paper, a forest of regret, trying to tell you what I haven't learned yet. My hand starts to shake at the mention of your name. Every syllable feels like a spark to a flame. I'm tethered to the verbs and the nouns I can't find. Just a desperate collector of a life left behind. And I'm drowning in a sea of unfinished letters, thinking maybe if I wrote it I'd feel a little better. But the sentences break and the paragraphs bleed, falling short of the closure I desperately need. Every comma is a heartbeat, every period's a tear, for a story that ended while I'm still standing here. Just a stack of "I'm sorries" and I misused to send to a mailbox of ghosts where the messages end. To describe how the house feels so cold, how the us in the mirror is looking so old. But I cross out the lines where I sound too sincere, scared that the truth is the thing that you'll fear. Coffee ring stain on a page from July, where I started to ask you the reason for why. But the ink ran dry, oh my heart lost its nerve. Now it's just one more secret that I have to preserve. Should I burn every page? Should I let them all fly like paper winged birds in a charcoal sky? Or do I keep writing till the margins are full of the love that still has such a terrible pull? The sentences break and the paragraphs bleed, falling short of the closure I desperately need. Every comma is a heartbeat, every period's a tear, for a story that ended while I'm still standing here. Just a stack of "I'm sorries" and I misused to send to a mailbox of ghosts where the messages end. that you know. Maybe they will. Maybe then. The street lamp flickers outside in the street, casting a shape where our lives used to meet. I'm sitting in silence, the TV is off, but I still hear the ghost of your soft winter cough. The space on the mattress is wide as the sea, and the dark plays a cruel kind of trickery on me. For a second I'm certain you're standing right there, brushing the moonlight out of your hair. But the sun is a liar that takes you away, leaving me trapped in the light of the day. So I wait for the evening, I wait for the gloom, to see you return to the edge of the room. I'm dancing with your shadow on my wall, staring at the place where the heavy curtains fall. It's a silhouette of memories, an outline of the past, a beautiful moment I couldn't make last. I reach out to touch you, but my hand hits the paint. The vision is perfect, but the feeling is fake. I'm losing my mind, but I'm standing so tall, just keeping watch over your shadow on my wall. I haven't moved the chair where you like to sit. I'm afraid if I shift it, I'll lose every bit of the angle that makes you appear in the night, when the world is exactly the right kind of light. They tell me that healing is letting things go, but they haven't seen how you shimmer and glow when the wind moves the trees and you seem to move too, like you're finally coming back home to the blue. Sometimes I whisper to the gray and the black, begging the darkness to bring the rest of you back. But a shadow is hollow and a shadow is cold. It's a story of us that can never be told. So I'm dancing with your shadow on my wall, staring at the place where the heavy curtains fall. It's a silhouette of memories, an outline of the past, a beautiful moment I couldn't make last. I reach out to touch you, but my hand hits the paint. The vision is perfect, suitcase is gasping, strained at the seams, packed with the fragments of half-finished dreams. The moon's still a sliver, cold and unkind, watching me leave all the pieces behind. I'm walking on tiptoe down the linoleum hall, trying to ignore your coat on the wall. The kitchen is humming a low, lonely tune, while the sun hides away from the ghost of the moon. I'm not looking back at the bed where you sleep. There are promises made that I'm failing to keep, but the air has grown thin and the walls have grown tall, and I'd rather go now than watch it all fall. So I'm leaving at dawn before the world wakes, before I can see how much my heart breaks. The engine is cold and the headlights are dim, chasing the horizon's pale golden rim. It's a quiet goodbye, it's a blue kind of gray, driving the ghost of our secrets away. By the time you reach out for my side of the bed, I'll be a mile for every word left unsaid. I left the spare key on the counter by the sink, right next to the glass where we both used to drink. The map on the seat leads to nowhere in style, while I measure my grief by the count of the mile. The mist on the windshield is blurring the view, or maybe it's just that I'm leaking for you. The radio's broken, it's playing the wind, the sound of a story that's reached its own end. If I stay for the coffee, if I stay for the light, I'll lose all the courage I found in the night. So I'm running from shadows, I'm chasing the sun, trying to convince myself I'm not the one who's undone. Yeah, I'm leaving at dawn before the world wakes, before I can see how much my heart breaks. The engine is cold and the headlights are dim, chasing the horizon's pale golden rim. It's a quiet goodbye, it's a blue kind of green, driving the ghost of our secrets away. By the time you reach out for my side of the bed, I'll be a mile for every word left unsaid. The sky's turning purple, the birds start to sing, but I don't feel the hope that a morning should bring. Just the gravel beneath me and the road stretching on, I'm sorry. I'm gone. I still catch myself turning when the floorboards creak, waiting for a hello that you'll never speak. The coffee's getting cold in a cup meant for two. I'm still learning how to breathe in a room without you. I see your keys by the door where you left them that night, before the world lost its color and gave up the light. The silence is heavy, it's a physical thing, like a winter that swallowed the hope of the spring. And I'm scared of the quiet, I'm scared of the dark, 'cause that's when the memory starts leaving its mark. Now I'm just haunted by the ghost of your voice, calling my name through the static and noise. It's a soft silver whisper in the back of my mind, searching for pieces I can't seem to find. You're the song in the hallway, the breath on the glass, a beautiful shadow watching the hours pass. I'm reaching for nothing, just trying to rejoice in the hollow remains of the ghost of your voice. I found an old voicemail from a year ago June. You were laughing at something, humming a tune. I played it till the words started blurring like ink, till I'm standing right there on the edge of the brink. It's a cruel kind of magic, a trick of the ear, to feel you so close when you're nowhere near. They tell me to move on, to let the fire die, but how do I leave when you haven't said goodbye? The walls are all mirrors reflecting the pain, and your name is the rhythm of blood in my voice. was it just the wind against the wall? I'm still listening, I'm still here. I can almost hear you. I can almost hear you. Or a distant muffled laugh. I'm still setting 2 plates at the table, forgetting for a second you're not there. The silence in this house is getting louder. It's a weight that's more than I can bear. I find your silver ghost in every hallway, a scent of cedar lingering on my coat. I'm still reaching for your hand in the darkness, but I'm only grasping shadows and a note. The clock on the wall is a heartbeat, ticking out the time since you've been gone. And I'm just a prisoner of memory, waiting for a day that never dawns. Now I'm just living in the echoes of us, a hollow sound of everything we lost. I'm screaming your name into the empty air. No matter the pain, no matter the cost, every I love you is a fading refrain, washed away by the rhythm of the rain. Just a ghost of a touch, a shadow of trust, left alone with the echoes of us. I saw your favorite book on the nightstand, with the corner folded down on page 19. The story stopped right where we were happy, before the bitter parts we hadn't seen. I tried to call your number just to hear you, even if it's just a digital hello. But the line is dead and the static is screaming all the things I should have said a year ago. They say that time is a healer, but time is just a thief in the night. It stole the color from my world and left me bleeding in the is quiet, the coffee's cold, just an echo of us. Of us.